One of the biggest mistakes people make is believing that love, history, or family ties automatically make unhealthy behavior acceptable. Psychology shows that harmful patterns don't become healthy simply because they come from people we know. Many people ignore repeated disrespect because they believe loyalty requires endless tolerance. But human behavior follows patterns, not promises. The longer destructive behavior goes unquestioned, the more normal it becomes. And once a pattern becomes normal, it quietly changes how you see yourself. Here are 5 behaviors psychology tells us you should never tolerate from anyone, not even family. 1. Constant disrespect, disguised as honesty. Some people defend hurtful comments by saying they're just being honest. But psychology makes an important distinction between honesty and unnecessary criticism. Healthy honesty aims to improve understanding. Constant disrespect aims to establish superiority. When someone repeatedly humiliates, mocks, or belittles you under the excuse of honesty, they're often testing whether you'll continue accepting emotional discomfort without resistance. Emotionally, this behavior reveals a lack of empathy. Instead of valuing your dignity, they value the freedom to say whatever they want without consequences. Over time, repeated disrespect teaches the brain to expect criticism as something normal. That's why it should never become an accepted pattern. 2. Manipulating you through guilt. Guilt is a healthy emotion when it helps people recognize genuine mistakes. But toxic individuals often use guilt as a psychological tool instead of allowing free choice. Rather than respecting your decisions, they make you feel responsible for their emotions. This creates emotional pressure where saying no feels selfish, even when your decision is reasonable. Psychologically, guilt manipulation shifts attention away from your needs and places all emotional responsibility onto you. It often reveals a mindset focused on control rather than mutual respect. Healthy relationships allow people to make choices without being emotionally punished for them. 3. Ignoring your boundaries repeatedly. Everyone occasionally makes mistakes. The real psychological signal appears when someone repeatedly ignores boundaries after they've already been explained. Boundaries communicate what allows a relationship to remain emotionally safe. When someone consistently crosses those boundaries, they aren't simply forgetting. They're showing how much importance they place on your comfort. People who repeatedly violate boundaries often believe their desires should come before yours. The emotional message behind this behavior is simple. Your limits matter less than their preferences. Mutual respect can only exist where boundaries are respected consistently. 4. Making everything about themselves. Conversations naturally involve sharing experiences, but psychology identifies a very different pattern in people who constantly redirect every discussion back to themselves. Your achievements become their comparison. Your struggles become their story. Your emotions become secondary to their attention. This behavior often reflects a strong need for validation and recognition. Instead of emotional connection, they're seeking emotional importance. Over time, relationships like this become emotionally exhausting because they rarely leave room for your thoughts, feelings, or experiences. Healthy relationships create space for both people to be seen and heard. 5. Only valuing you when they need something. One of the clearest behavioral patterns in psychology is conditional attention. Some people disappear when everything is fine, but suddenly become warm, caring, and interested whenever they need help, support, money, advice, or emotional comfort. The change isn't random. It's driven by personal benefit rather than genuine connection. Psychologically, this reveals a transactional mindset where relationships are measured by usefulness instead of mutual care. Real respect remains consistent even when there is nothing to gain. If someone's kindness appears only when they need something, you're seeing a pattern, not a coincidence. Looking at these 5 behaviors together reveals an important psychological truth: disrespect, guilt manipulation, ignored boundaries, self-centered attention, and conditional kindness may appear different on the surface, but they all communicate the same underlying message. Your emotional needs are treated as less important than someone else's desires. Psychology teaches us that healthy relationships are built on consistency, respect, empathy, and mutual consideration, not obligation or fear. Understanding these patterns doesn't mean judging people too quickly. It means recognizing repeated behaviors before they slowly reshape your confidence, your decisions, and your emotional well-being. The more aware you become of behavioral patterns, the easier it becomes to protect your peace without unnecessary conflict. Because emotional intelligence isn't only about understanding other people, it's also about recognizing what you should never normalize in your own life. If this helped you understand people on a deeper level, subscribe for more psychology content.